Hello, and welcome back to In the Passenger Seat with your positivity queen. It's your girl, Althia Crimmins. What is good? What is going on? Have you missed me? Because I have missed you. Okay. Let me tell you, I'm excited about this segment because we have a very special guest, and I am excited to introduce them. But let me just tell you this right now. I need you to be unapologetic about who you are. It doesn't matter what anybody says about you. It doesn't matter what they think about you because what other people think about you is not your what? It ain't your business. So just be you. Just love yourself for who you are. And if you have a skill, if you have a talent, if you want to put yourself out there and don't be scared to do so. Do not let fear be in the driver's seat of your life. Take control of your life. Take your power back. Do what you need to do for you. Because, honey, you have been waiting for you to show up. So show up. And when you do it loud. Do it loud. Shake the table, baby. Shake the table. Be unstoppable. Let them know you are. You understand me? Yes? Okay, so baby, let's get into my next guest. This person is unapologetically who they are. They do not ask permission to speak truth at all. She snatches the mic and she makes it truth. It's all about peace, purpose, and positivity. And if you don't know who she is, then by the end of this show, you will. But let me just give you a clip just to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Run that clip, baby.
My soul, my spirit is free now. That's something I own. You can't steal my thunder. You can't bear my storm.
Come on.
With peace now. That's all that I want. Look, stay trying me, stay eyeing me, stay picking bones, but I'm wrong in your reality. Time is of the essence, and I know where I'm trying to be. The word integrity been hitting different.
And we are going to welcome to the show a rapper, singer, filmmaker, and athlete, advocate, a walking force field of purpose and power, and probably one of the realest voices in the game right now. You heard me. You argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. The realest voices in the game right now. I'm talking about the one, the only.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up? What's up? What's up?
good.
Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you?
I am good. How are you? Welcome to In the Passenger Seat. I'm so glad to have you here.
Yes, man. I'm so excited to be here as well. I'm always speaking that positive energy. So I made it another day. I'm happy to be alive and I'm excited to share more of my story with the rest of the world.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, let me just break the ice right quick. What is the loudest thing about you? Like what is loud? Is it your volume? Is it your music? Is it your mouth? Is it your blonde hair? What what speaks loudest?
It honestly, it's my whole aura. I'm not gonna lie to you because people that are around me, they say it's my spirit, my energy, whether I'm hosting. But when you're a superstar and you got so many things
Ooh.
that's added to you that you're able to give to the world, you have so many different attractions. So the way I'm able to pour into people is just showing up as my authentic self, and I'm just happy that I can just be 100% myself and be able to give so many people so much positive energy at every single part of life.
But wait, we gonna run that back because because
Oh, the
because
superstar.
because I need people to hear it. You have to speak that oath over yourself. Like you don't wait on nobody to tell you
Nah.
who you are because when you know who you are, can't nobody tell you who you are. So
Nope.
she said, when you a superstar,
Mm-hmm.
period.
Yep. Yep. When you can do as many great things that I can do, and you can't do it the way I can do it. Only I can do it the way I do it. You a superstar.
Okay, because often imitated, but never what?
Duplicated. Period. There's only
Okay,
one me. There's only one me. And if you Google me, you'll find out.
baby, listen. There was a time in my life, and I love that I have hit the time in my life where if people do not know who I am or people have any question about me, I can now say with a good heart, Google me.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing is, look, I'm doing a one single a month challenge right now. And my song that's dropping in June, one of my lines is my favorite line is to Google me. You might have lived one good life for real, but to me, it feels like I'm living two or three. Oh, bars, baby. But like, if you really Google me, my government name and my stage name, baby, them receipts speak for themselves. So when I say superstar, I stand in that 100%.
Baby, we got receipts. Always keep receipts because them haters gonna do their job.
Yep.
Them haters gonna do what haters do. Let them do their job, but know that everything I say, I have receipts to back them up.
Period. Yep. You sound like a Sagittarius. I'm a Sag.
I am a Gemini, so I
Oh,
don't
oh,
know.
oh. Love, hate,
What
but
you
y'all
gonna
is
say
first
about
too.
us? What you gotta say about us, Geminis?
I think we no, y'all a little spicy, but it works in y'all favor sometimes.
Yes.
But when y'all mad, I'm gonna just leave y'all where y'all be at, you know.
Yeah,
But that's why I'm gonna stay on your
please.
good side.
Because I was waiting on you to come for me. Because it'd be like Gemini, not not too much, not too much. Leave it alone. So let me ask you something. So the song that we just heard, you
hmm
said you cannot steal my peace.
hmm
You
You
can't
can't.
take my you can't take my peace. You you can't steal my soul. Like what brought on that message? Because a lot of times it's like people do try to take your peace. People do try to di- diminish you and
Yeah,
take something that they didn't give you.
yeah, yeah.
So what brought this song on?
Uh, to keep it short and simple, I was going through a very troubling breakup, I would say. And
Mm,
it was just so heavy that I felt like a lot of the energy that's around me was kind of like pushing me down, and I felt so low. I had low self-esteem, but in my mind I'm like, my peace, I know how I am, I know my light, I know what I give people. I don't feel that around me at all right now. All I feel is so low, and I feel so negative, and I feel so heavy. I feel so small, I feel so dark. And I'm like, you can't steal my peace, you can't steal my soul. My soul is what makes me me. You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote that song, and I immediately felt a release as soon as, because the first thing I wrote was the chorus, and it was, because you can't steal my peace, you can't steal my soul. And I wrote that song probably within 20 minutes. But it was because I was aligned with it. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be saying. The rest of the world needs to hear this as well. And still to this day, I call it a daily affirmation. I listen to it every morning. I listen to it when I feel like somebody's trying to bring me some negativity or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, this smile, this soul, this energy, you can't steal that from me. That is what makes me who I am.
mm,
So the message that I've been telling the rest of the world is, your peace is your own to own. Can't nobody take that away from you. You don't even give people the permission to have it.
that part. That part. People only do what you allow them to do. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you allowing them to take something that they didn't give you?
Yep.
They
Yep.
didn't they did not give it to you, so therefore they cannot take it away. So stop allowing them to take your peace. Stop allowing them to take your joy. Stop allowing them to take
Mm-hmm.
all these things from you.
Mm-hmm. If you can
We
add to it, you can
mm.
stay. If you taken away from it, you got to go. I'm
And
sorry.
that goes in every aspect of life, in any type of relationship, friendship, situation ship, in any
Mm-hmm.
type of ship, it falls in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because if you're not helping me float, then you're making me sink.
Absolutely. You're just a weight that I'm carrying on for no reason. And the end of the song is, I'm in tune with peace now. That's all that I want. So leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And
And
that's how it
don't it feel good like when you actually have that peace
oh yeah.
to
Oh
where
yeah.
you can finally tell people, I don't need you. Like I don't like I'm good right here. Like
Yeah.
I'm good. Like I don't need you.
Yeah.
I may want you in my life, but the person that I've grown to be, I don't
Mm-hmm.
need you.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Yep.
sounds like that's what rebirth is.
Yep.
It sounds like that's you coming into your self. It sounds like you burned that old script, that old version of who you were, and you wrote
Mm-hmm.
a new one.
Absolutely. And most people knew me before for having a mohawk, and it's this whole other thing. I had a mohawk for almost 10 years, I want to say. But like when I came into writing my album, I had wrote so many other songs, but I'm like, this isn't the message that I'm supposed to be putting out. But I cut my hair off, I got the waves look, I completely switched it up. Instead of wearing darker clothes, I was wearing lighter clothes. Like I felt like a weight was like literally lifted off of me. And so when it came back to pushing the Rebirth tour, it was me kind of reintroducing myself as a person, a human person, but also as an artist. Like my sound is so unique. I don't sound like anybody else in the industry, and I love that. And I want to keep it that way. And even when it came down to my piece, even though the words of the song are really like deep for real, I put it over that Afro pop beat. So you can still feel good and you can still bop with it.
Yes,
Now it's an uplifting, self-motivational song
and
for
it
you. And it's an
is.
affirmation. And it's repetitive because I want it to stick. I want you to understand one heart, one mind, peace over all things. Like every single thing in that message was something I needed to tell myself, but I knew that that's true because the world needs to hear stuff like that. And so, yes, I'm 100% and Freshie 2.0, if you want to say, or 5.0. I feel like a 1000.0 because I'm really here for real. And there's no altering me no more. I understand my purpose in life. I understand my peace, and that's the only message that I'm willing to talk about for real.
Love how passionate you are when you speak. I love how passionate you are when you talk about everything that you've been through, like everything that you've overcome. What had to die inside of you to make room for this Freshie 2.0? What had to die?
People pleasing.
Ooh, me
That's the
too.
simplest. That's the simplest way I can say it. And I can elaborate, but really, it was people pleasing because when you're such a giver and when you lead with love all of the time, people feel obligated to that, or people manipulate you or gaslight you into believing things that aren't real things. But you're gonna take their word for it because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt every single time. But then when I start realizing, like, I just gotta literally pay attention to my intuition. The moment I started doing that, I saw everything a whole lot different. And I was like, dang, man, this whole time I thought you had my back, but really you was playing in my face. And I can see because the games that you were playing originally don't work no more. And now you're trying to figure out a different way, but now you're showing me more of your hands. So it's just I just been honestly sitting back, watching, observing, letting life happen, and people have shown themselves to me. So I had to stop
People
people
will
pleasing.
always show you who they are, and the issue is we don't believe them the first time.
Yep.
We don't.
Yep.
People always show us who they are, but we think that maybe if we love them enough, or if we love them through it, then we can change them. People don't change unless they want to.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like
Potential
we
is a dangerous word because that
like
person may not ever see it themselves
like
or want it.
we can't make them change. Like
Mm-mm.
they have to want to. And I think that for us, we fall in love with who we want them to be
Mhm.
instead of who they are.
Mhm.
we
Yep.
we fall in love with their potential and
Mhm.
not who we see standing right in front of us. And it'll be
Mhm.
flag after flag after and it's like, no, that's all right. We don't
Yeah.
That's how we are, especially I've noticed, because like I am part of the LGBTQ family, and I notice that we often do that a lot. Like
Yep.
we will see past stuff because our community is so small, and we just want that love. Like we just want
Mm-hmm.
somebody to be with us, that we will look past a whole lot of things. Stop looking past. Stop
Mm-hmm.
settling just because somebody is there.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
settling just because they're there.
Yep.
And I love how you are a like advocate for mental health.
Yes, ma'am.
You are
Mm-hmm.
a huge advocate for mental health. But I also know that when someone is that, there was a dark moment where you almost walked away from it all.
Oh yeah. I've had a few
So
of them.
tell us about that.
Um, I'm gonna piggyback off real quick of what you said with the LGBT community. I think that a lot of us give passes too because we all know that at some point we probably had experienced some trauma in childhood. So we make excuses for people like, "Hey, I'm willing to
Ooh,
work through things with you because I know how hard it was to try to work through this, that, and the third." So we give excuses after excuses. Now, my main thing is like that's fine, but what is your respect level for me? How do you speak to me? How do you pour into me? How are you communicating with me? I could deal with everything else, but how are you impacting me?
because
So this,
baby,
yeah,
listen, because you, what is your respect level for me, bitch? Like,
yeah,
what is your
yeah,
respect? How are you going to respect me? A lot of people do not ask that question.
yep, yep. And I had to learn that the hard way because my parents have been together for over 40 years. And even though
Oh, that's awesome.
my childhood from being LGBT wasn't the easiest. They've always provided like as what they could have provided for me at the time, a very loving household. My family is very loving. So I've never been spoken to in a toxic way a day in my life. So when I deal with somebody that's calling me out of my name and talking down on my character and speaking about how I was raised and just stuff that I knew wasn't true, but I felt like it was, I blame myself for it. I felt like, oh, I've never been spoken to this way. Maybe there is something that I'm doing wrong that I need to fix in this situation. But that's when I started losing myself more and more and more because I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong, but it was just your respect level for me. And now that I've seen that once,
Mm,
I don't ever have to go through that again. So to answer your question too about my mental health and my journey and things like that, when I was a kid, I used to cut, out of release, and there was multiple times where I've tried to commit suicide as a kid, and even down to being an adult. 5 years ago, I tried to do it. Up until last month, I tried to do it. But the difference is each time I knew that I didn't really want to. I was just tired. I was tired of trying. And I always felt like a burden. It was just like things weren't making sense. But the last time, like 5 years ago or so, um, I really didn't want to go. So then this time when I got to that 1-2%, I literally sat for a second and I called somebody from like 10 years ago. Somebody's mama. And I'm like, I'm not okay. And she brung me out of it. She knew exactly what to do, whatever. But it's just like, and then I went to work the next day, and I literally couldn't make it to work. I'm like, I'm not okay. They sent me home, and I've been out of work for a month. Not, I still have my job, but they're like, take care of you. And so, thankfully, like me knowing my lessons of, it's. I'm exhausted. Things aren't making sense. Too much stuff is piling up on me. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed out. I have too much anxiety. I have elevated high blood pressure. All of this stuff is just starting to crash on me. I'm not okay. And for people to be able to receive that and be like, I'm showing up for you, I'm pouring back into you. I don't know what got you so low or feeling so low in your life, but everybody started pouring back in. And that is part of the community that I've created for myself, as well as my impact on people's lives in real life. Like people genuinely value me as a person. And so I'm very strong on, I don't mind being vulnerable about my truth because I know that there's other people that think I don't go through the things that I actually go through. If I'm able to
hmm
accomplish these things and inspire you people, my life is just as hard sometimes as y'all's lives are. And I think that connection is what helped me last on social media since 2006 up to now and still have a fan base and still connecting with people. So just being my authentic self, and again, advocating for mental health, because a lot of people go through it, but they don't want to acknowledge it.
The two things that I want to say that I heard you say several times and that people need to know it that it is okay. It's okay not to be okay.
Hmm.
It's okay to tell people I'm not okay. Like it's okay to tell yourself I'm not okay and know
Yep.
what those signs are and know what to do in those I'm not okay moments.
Yep.
And I just want to thank you that you chose to stay because staying was a choice and
Yep.
you could have easily went the other way,
Yep.
but you chose to to stay.
Hmm.
Like you chose yourself. So I just want to thank you for choosing you and for
Yep.
still being here because then we wouldn't have everything that we have from
Hmm.
you.
Wow. Yeah.
So, so,
Yeah.
so I just wanted you to know that and to know that I personally just thank you for choosing you and choosing to stay around and not just me like you've helped millions of other people with your story know their worth know their value and know that they too can choose themselves so
Thank you.
kudos for that
Thank you.
kudos for that so people love to focus on negative they focus
Hmm.
on drama they focus on fallouts they focus on divorce.
Hmm.
What's one thing that you wish that people would talk about more? Like how do you think that we can shift that? What can we talk about more?
Um, I think people's successes and what they're actually doing. Too many times I see people do interviews and they could be 45 minutes long to an hour, and they spend 30 to 45 minutes talking about drama, 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 and then they wrap it up with what's next or what can people expect from you. And I feel like we shouldn't do that. It should actually be reversed, or maybe don't even talk about the drama part, but I know drama sells in a sense. But like when you have somebody like me that's doing so much or has done so much for the community, that's actively still pursuing so many different other dreams and aspirations in their lives, it's like we should be talking more about that. Because when I go back home and I go to these schools and I go to these other places as an athlete, I'm highly like people are they want my attention. They want to say how much I inspired them. They want to tell me about I didn't know that I could do this, but seeing you do this now I'm inspired to do it. Like, or just me going and chasing after my music career, or like it's just so many other things that I wish people focus more on, like for me, my accomplishments and my impact versus like stuff that happened years ago. Like I'm not talking about it no more. It's like they won't let go of my past for me. And I don't
Mm,
like that.
mm. But can I just say this? People love to bring up your past as if your past defines who you are, as
Absolutely.
as as if your past is going to make you who you know that you were meant to become. Your past built you into this.
Right.
Your
Absolutely.
past built you into this. And
Yes,
you
ma'am.
you have had like I've read your resume like you have done you have lived 1,000,001 jobs like you have lived 1,000,001 lives like how do you stay grounded in all of this.
I'll say that music has always been like my passion and my outlet. So even when I was, a dual sport collegiate athlete, I had all of my equipment there. I had all my film equipment there. That's when I started making movies. It was in Charlotte. And then leaving from a collegiate platform to being more on the professional side and training with the Olympic bobsled team, I had all of my equipment up there. I was making remixes. I was just writing, perfecting my craft. I was vlogging. I was doing all of that stuff. So for me, my release has always been, even though I might be doing stuff by myself or I might be alone, I'm never alone. because I'm always connecting back with my fans. I'm always doing something for me. So that part, and then again, being my authentic self. I don't like accepting roles, gigs, jobs. I don't like doing something that's gonna take me out of who I am. If it doesn't align with
Mm.
me, I will say no. I will decline it. Not out of I'm not trying to disrespect you, but like for me,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't align with my brand, and I don't want to be a part of something like this. So that, and just honestly, self-awareness. A lot of people don't have self-awareness. So I know the things that are gonna make me uncomfortable. I know the things that I don't want to do. And you know what I mean? And I'm gonna say I don't want to do it. So
How did you become? Because you're right. A lot of people are not self-aware. So what brought you to this level to where you were at one point here, but now like you're here and you know that you know that you know who you are to where you can say I am self-aware of who I am.
self-reflection. And it's
Mm.
because if something happens with me, or after this, honestly, after our interview, I'm gonna self-reflect on this interview. I take every moment as like, what did I just process? What can I take from this? How do I feel about myself, my presentation? Is there something I could have said better? But you know what I'm saying? I always take the gratitude and always being appreciative of every single opportunity. But I really, after every single interaction with a person, a place, a thing, I self-reflect. And so,
Oh.
how did I feel in this moment? How did this moment make me feel? When this person spoke to me this way, how did it make me feel? And then how did I react to it? The only way that I can learn is by self reflection. So now that I'm self reflecting and I know how I feel, I'm more self aware. I don't like when you speak to me this way. I've seen how you interact with other people. If that's how you're going to interact with me, I cannot work with you. So
Oh,
I'm safety. I'm protecting myself because I know the world won't protect me the same way I can protect me, because they're
come
gonna
on.
automatically assume that they know me better than I know myself. But if I'm
You better
confident in
speak.
me, then you can't speak for me. And I
You
hate
better
when people try
speak.
to speak for me.
You better speak. You better protect your peace at all costs. Baby, I hope this is an episode that y'all should have your pen and paper because, baby, Freshie is dropping knowledge in it. And I'm just sitting here like, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, yep. Like if y'all not taking notes, because baby, you are dropping some gems.
Yeah.
You are, and it is very beautiful to see. It is very beautiful to hear. And again, how passionate you are about you.
Hmm.
And it
Yeah.
like you don't get that very often. Like people are still trying to navigate and find themselves. And it seems like you are so confident in who you are right now.
Yes, I am.
And I love that. And I heard that you said that you play a huge role in your community. You have let me get my list, honey, because child Fresher than had 10 million and one jobs, and Fresher than listen. Okay, so you have created We Outside ATLGBT. You have founded at the League Atlanta. Like you are turning community into a movement.
Yes. Yes.
Like what just made you say, "Yep, I'm just gonna build a league. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do what made you say this is what I want to do?"
So one, I have a philanthropy mindset. So I love to give and I love to like show up, and like people. I like to give. I like to help. And so I'm also from the country. I'm from the Carolinas. I have sports. I
Okay.
have I have a background in being outside for real. So when I moved to Atlanta, it was like, all right, it's cool. Like there's a lot of nightclub scenes. There's a lot of like people getting drunk and paying for sections and stuff like that. But like I want to go fishing. I want to do bonfires. I want to do stuff outside. And so I wanted to create my We Outside ATL page, and I wanted to start doing run groups. I wanted to start doing a whole bunch of things because I know how to teach people the right formats to run because I ran track and stuff like that. I used to work at a job. We did gait analysis and stuff like that. So my idea for the We Outside ATL platform was for recreational purposes. And so part of that was doing pickup basketball games. And I had wanted to do tournaments and stuff like that. So when my other co-founders reached out to me and was just like, "Hey, let's just put together the League Atlanta," I'm like, "Bet, boom, I'm in it. Let's do it." Like this is already something that was aligned with what I wanted to do anyway. So let's rock with it. And from there, it was just like, all right, now how can we expand this to other places, do other chapters, and do this, that, and the third. And even I'm really busy, and so are my other people as well on the team. So it's like we had to like put a pause back on it. But hopefully, more awareness that we bring to the league and the purpose of the league, we can get more sponsors, we get more hands on deck, so we can actually make it to the more official level that we want to have it. Because from Atlanta to Vegas, and then we're looking at somebody in Texas want to have their own little chapter. So it's like it could blow up very quickly. But I wanted to tie it along with like Pride as well. So like whenever we have our yearly prize and stuff like that, we wanted to have a basketball tournament at the end of that too. So like, yeah, y'all can come out here and party and have a good time too, but you can also go play in a basketball game and think about it like your homecoming games or like, just that's how I envisioned it originally with, and then also they
And
align with us too.
this is the league at Atlanta.
Yes, and the We Outside ATL, that's my nonprofit organization that I just do recreational activities. So I co-partner with that, or we cross promote with my league, my We Outside ATL organization with the League Atlanta as well.
Okay, so right now, if you are in the Atlanta, it don't even matter where you are. I need you to write this down. The League Atlanta.
Hmm.
I need you to go show support. Follow them right now. Do your due diligence right now, and I need you to go follow We Outside
Yeah,
ATL LGBT. Go out and do your part. Support is free.
facts,
It's free.
facts.
It's not going to take anything from you. It's not going to hurt you.
Hmm.
Listen, go out, do what you have to do and support. It may just bless you.
Hmm.
Let's
Literally.
talk about your music. If you can choose your favorite song that you made, What what would that be? In yeah, 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 yeah. Got you, got you, got you. Your favorite song that you made. Pick your top three and why.
Nah, that's hard. When you
I
come
know.
from a part, I know that right now online, if you look it up, you only see my two albums and then the single releases that I've been doing.
Hmm.
Um, but I've had hundreds and thousands of songs already. I've been making
Oh
music since
wow.
2006. So
Okay.
it's just that's hard. But
Right now with this with this new album, what would be your favorite and why?
I'm gonna say my piece for sure because I feel like that's a song that heals the world. To be honest with you, that one just has a world impact. That it feels good. It has a more of a meaning to it, and it is a daily affirmation. So I would say purposefully that would be probably like my favorite song off the album. I would say that. Ooh, this is hard. My next song would be my For Granted song, which is kind of like a free verse. But that basically just talks about like how people take life and people take people for granted and all of the life lessons that I've learned, especially living out here in Atlanta and kind of like laying it all out there. And a lot of grown straight men be listening to like, yep, yep.
Okay,
So it's just like,
so let me hit you with these. So I'm gonna throw you out some like situations, and then you
mhm,
tell me which one of your songs would match that
run it. Yeah,
situation.
I like this
Okay,
game. Let's do
okay,
it.
okay,
Let's
okay,
see.
okay, 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 okay. Okay, so you walk into Pride like the like stage is yours.
Mhm.
What song you playing?
I would play "Let's Fly" off my album because it has like a Jersey club mix too. But it's really like you and your friends are outside for a good time. Y'all done paid your rent, so we're gonna have fun. But like I'm gonna tip you out while you working. We all
Ooh,
we here to get lit.
not
So
not not
yeah,
for not not
see, it
y'all
don't work
y'all
for
y'all
free.
y'all
Yeah,
know what that means when they do like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
That's when
yeah. You got to show love to the dancers, man.
okay. So when I already know what this answer is. When somebody tries to disturb your peace, what song are you gonna
Hey
play?
Siri, hey Siri, hey Alexa, play my piece by Freshie ASAP. Put it on max volume.
Okay, the world don't see you, but you see you. What is the self-love soundtrack?
Self love soundtrack. Oh, so on my album, I got a song called "Remember Me." It's actually the last song that's on there. And what people don't know about me as a writer is some of my things have different meanings to it. So "Remember Me" is like I talk about some of my accolades and how like I'm in my own lane for real, and I know that. But the industry is gonna remember who I am regardless. Like if you've ever met me in your life, even one time, there's no way you're gonna forget who I am. But then the other side of the meaning to it is too. Let's say that you in a club and you having a good night and you lock eyes with somebody for the first time in your life, but then y'all are connected for the rest of the night. Y'all are dancing, having a good time, and it may lead to a one night stand. It may not or whatever. But that one
Another one night
experience
stand.
with that person but that one experience with that person that y'all connected to for the first time, like you saw that person and you were locked in, that's gonna be the last time you remember that person. So it's kind of a
Love
two
it.
two meaning to it, and
So
it's
let's go the opposite way.
uh
Break up tears, but you still fine as hell. What is the post breakup bop? What is that breakup bop?
uh-huh. So I got a song called "Broken Silence" that's on my first album. That's also on my Instagram as well. And I would say that one, but that's like it's not really a bop in the sense of like you upbeat with it. It's gonna be more so like, dang, I really love this person for real. Like heartbreak breaks you down for real type thing. But you know that you're the cat, so you know somebody else can love you better. But I would say probably that song.
Repeat what you said. You know that what?
But you know somebody else can love you better.
You said you know that you the catch.
Oh
You
yeah.
you
Period.
you know
Across the
that you
board.
the catch. Okay,
All the time. All the
you
time.
the catch.
Period. Period.
Okay. Manifesting the next level of your life. What is that theme song?
My song is dropping in June, which is probably gonna be next week. It's called it's talking about slash gotta go, but really it breaks down like I heard y'all talking about really what you be talking about. I be making moves out here. That's never what you talk about. Yeah, it's gonna be called talking about slash gotta go.
And it comes out.
I'm gonna say next week. It's done. I just waiting for the master to come out. I'm waiting for the master version of the audio.
Okay, well, listen. When that comes out, tag me so I can share. Okay, because I need to manifest some things in my life, and other people may
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
So let that come out. Let that be known all over the world. Okay,
Yeah. That one gonna
let
go
it
hard.
be known. Do you label yourself as an LGBT artist? Or are you just an artist?
Just an artist.
I
I'm
love
an
it.
artist that happens to be in the LGBT community.
That part, that
Yeah.
part, that yes,
Um,
I love it.
I do not like boxes. I hate boxes. I refuse to go in one. I say this all the time too. It's like, nah, I'm not just that, you know? I'm not just
No,
that.
not with all the millions and millions of jobs that you have, baby. You is no box can hold Freshie at all, at no time. Period. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was in college, I had wanted to do creative writing, but within like the first week or so of me being in school or whatever, or in the class, they were teaching me like the greats or whatever. But the entire time they're teaching me about people who thought outside the box. So I'm like, why are you teaching me the box if we're talking about the greatest people thought outside the box? And I dropped the class. Like you should be helping me make whatever greatness I have in my mind better versus telling me how to follow somebody else's footsteps. And
Ooh.
so I make when I say I
What?
paved my own way,
You're not writing this shit down. Yeah.
when I say I literally have paved my own way from day one, I wasn't taught any of this stuff. I self-taught myself or trial and error. I started shooting films without a lick of knowledge of shooting films.
Do you have any films out now?
Yes, so I just recently shot a short film called That Night. And I premiered it at the Limelight Theater here in Atlanta on a 200-inch screen, but it's going into film festivals before I put it out online. So the whole purpose of me shooting just a short itself is to put it in film festivals so I can get more executive producers and more networks actually looking at my stuff. And then I'm gonna throw it back on YouTube for all my fans.
And what is this about?
Um, it's a short films. I can't tell you too much, but it's basically like
Oh,
two,
okay. Look,
two, two
I was being nosy. Okay.
two 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 girls are dating. They haven't had the best life or whatever. They come across um a good opportunity, but it ends up being a lot more traumatic than they anticipated. So that's the shortest
Ooh,
way I can give
okay,
it to you.
okay.
But that trailer is out on my YouTube and on my Instagram. So if you want to go to Freshie Productions and type in That Night trailer and it'll pop up.
Ooh, okay. Well, now we have come to one of my favorite segments of the show, Ask Alethea, where you send me your questions and I answer them live on my show. If you have an Ask Alethea question, feel free to DM me or email us at pimpinpositivity@gmail.com. So, and I always let my guests answer first and then I answer. So
Hmm.
the Ask Alethea question is, and this is a kind of juicy one, okay? All right. So, Alethea, everything in my relationship is amazing. They support me, show up, loves me, but sexually, it's just not there. I've tried to ignore it. I've tried to focus on everything else, but the spark is missing and I don't know what to do. Am I asking for too much? Am I being selfish? Ooh, I'm gonna let you hit that one first.
Okay. So I think everything is situational, right? Me personally, I've attempted to be with somebody where I didn't necessarily enjoy the sexual, you know, parts, but is the person that you're with somebody that you can teach to, or is their ego too big that they won't
Ooh.
learn? Like, is it just a lack of experience, or is it just a, oh, I'm just not going to do what you're asking me to do? So I think those are determining factors because I personally couldn't be with somebody I couldn't teach how to please me. I can't do that. You might not know originally, but if you can learn, then I can work with you. But if it's not that, then I can't rock with it.
Listen, teach me how to love, okay? Because baby, show me. Because Jill Scott said it best. Show me, show me. Because sometimes we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But let me just say this: your pleasure is not a luxury; it's a requirement. It is a require. Like it pleasure is a requirement, at least for me. And I don't think that you're selfish for wanting to be turned on or satisfied. Like it's
Yep.
not being selfish. And if they can't love you, if they can love you emotionally, but if your body is not
Mm-hmm.
clapping back in
Mm-hmm.
agreement, then we got a disconnect going
Mm-hmm.
on. Because
Mm-hmm.
I am what they call sapiosexual.
Yep.
If you got me here, baby, the panties are coming off. That like if but one has to correlate with the with the other. So like you can have me here, but I also need you to have me here. Like
Yeah.
I need you to have me here. Like you deserve love and pleasure.
Mm-hmm. And look,
Both
it ain't gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse than it is gonna get better without being able to teach them what you need.
we can have joy and orgasms. Like we can have them both. Joy and orgasms. Like intimacy and intimacy. Like
Yep.
we can have them both because it's people think that intimacy is just sex. Yes, but there's so much more to it than that. Don't shrink your needs to fit someone else's comfort.
Yep.
Never shrink your needs to fit someone else's comfort because we are not in a one size fit all relationship.
Mm-mm.
And just like
Mm-mm.
you said, like teach me, show me, because the like saying is with us, with like lesbians, that women know how to please women. That's not always the case because sometimes like they don't know. Like you don't know how to please me
Yeah.
like that. Show me,
Yeah.
sis. Like let me know how you like to be maneuvered, so
Yeah.
so that I can do it right.
Yep. 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 Look,
I'm just
I've never, anybody that had the best intentions for me was never offended by me telling them that they did something I didn't like in bed. They're more so of like, okay, and then like, well, how do you like it then? Or how do you want me to do this? Or what's your style? What do you prefer? Versus like, I'm not doing that.
what? My keep pearls. Like what you're not doing
The
what?
audacity, like what? No.
Because yeah, well, then I mean, hey, I'm gonna text you later on. I mean, you can go ahead. So you're saying that you are open to learn.
Hmm. Wait, me?
Yeah,
First of all, I just want to say, I've been telling you it's a 10 out of 10 over here. So I really don't got no problems. This is one of the reasons why. Look, this is one of the reasons why I'm celibate right now. So,
baby,
oh,
make because not
and
not
look, it's getting a little wet over there. I'm gonna turn it red. That's crazy.
baby, 10 out of 10 would recommend you keep all that over there in Atlanta. Keep that there.
The,
Women
the
women in ATL, y'all better watch yourselves around because Freshie is a 10 out of 10.
hey, out of all the rumors that I've had in my life, not a damn one of them said anything about me being terrible in bed.
And and there you have it, folks. And there you heard it from the horse's mouth. So you ain't gotta worry about hearing it from nobody else because you heard it from Freshie herself that you ain't gotta worry about her being bed in bed. And that's why she ain't doing nothing right now because y'all be tying y'all souls to her. And we don't need no soul ties, okay? Not you snatching souls.
Say that energy was heavy. Go ahead. Energy got to get up off me, dog. I need a moment to rehabilitate myself. Yeah, yeah. They be going crazy.
They be going crazy. Baby, get me off this show because we
Look, look, I had one person, she was driving around with the strap in her car, waiting for me to finish house in the car.
wait. Say it again. Say it one more again, please. Oh, in the name. Say,
She,
not you. My, my producer took his earpiece and put it on the
Uh,
wait.
I can't make this
Say
shit up.
that. Wait, what happened?
I was hosting a party. She put so I buy a new, you know, for every person because I feel like everybody's size is different. So for her,
Yes.
she had it on, and so she put it in her car in her backpack and was waiting for me to finish hosting at the club so that we could spaz after the fact. Yeah.
See, this like you ain't even got to worry about bringing yours. I got it. You ain't even you ain't got to bring nothing. You just bring yourself, and I got the rest. I got so I'm riding around with a strap in my car. I am riding around strapped in real life.
Hmm. Yep. She wanted it. Wanted it right then and there.
Yeah, you ain't never got to worry about me taking no trips to ATL at all. Cause you stay over there. You you stay, ladies. Yeah, y'all,
I am the catch. I am the catch.
y'all on that note, because I know that right now the $1 million question is, where can we find you?
Y'all can find me on all platforms at Freshie Official. And I have this energy in real life.
Ooh, this podcast just went left real quick, baby. Listen, happy bride.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting it to go here, but we're here now. What's up, ladies?
Oh,
I'm single. I'm single. I'm
oh,
looking for my
oh,
next wife.
uh,
I'm single.
and
But
she's
if you
single.
like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh, oh, oh,
oh,
oh, okay. Li- She's single and ready to mingle. So what y'all gonna do?
hmm I ain't mingling though. I'm the one. I'm gonna speak to the one. So y'all can shoot
Oh,
y'all shots, but I'm not. I don't date multiple people. I'm exclusive. So
oh, so she not speaking to the masses. She is speaking to the one. So okay, wait. So what I need you to do right now is you and I'm a not laugh, okay, because this is a very serious moment. I need you to put on your best freshie and
no.
give a message to the one,
I'm gonna
because
tell you.
the
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
the
why.
one may be walking right.
I know, and then the one's gonna understand exactly what I'm gonna say
Okay,
because
okay, okay.
what I've learned is if you give people too much, they will act like somebody
Oh,
that they're
oh,
not to get what they
oh,
want. So I
oh,
don't want to say
oh. You see my
anything.
you see my can I turn the shoulders? Oh, oh,
So if you
oh.
know that you can love me good, just by all means shoot your shot. But if you just here for the attention, it's not gonna work for me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it out every single time.
At Freshie, can you put that to the bottom of the screen? At Freshie official everywhere. So shoot your shot
Balling, baby, we balling.
and see what happens. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that it will happen. I'm just saying because the the one is out there. I don't know where you're at. Just have and you might want to bring your own strap.
I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that for you, baby. Don't worry about that. Wait, so am I? Did I just officially get vouched by you on national television? Ah, ah, she was a fairy.
Y'all, see now, people gonna be in my DMs talk about me next, me next, me
I told you I'm
next.
an influencer. I inspire a lot of people.
Well, baby, you are in inspiring people in more ways than one. Baby, let me tell you something. You have poured out your soul, your light, your power, your everything, and so much more that we wasn't expecting. Thank you so much for just showing us what true rebirth looks like. Before we go, I want you to finish this sentence for me. I'm no longer shrinking because.
I'm worth more than what I've been through.
Mm, I am no longer shrinking because I'm worth more than what I've been through. And so are you. At the
Mm.
close of every episode, I have something that's called Pass It On. So you can pass on a message to my next guest or just anybody who is watching that may need a little uplifting. What do you want to pass on? What message do you want to pass on?
Your greatest strength and your greatest weapon will always be your self awareness. On top of
Mm,
that self awareness, your peace is your own to own. I will continue to say that until my last breath. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Don't let nobody steal your shine. Don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let nobody steal your soul. Everything about you that makes you who you are is worth living. So protect it at all costs.
protect that peace, baby, at all costs, baby. This is the energy that I was expecting on this show, and I got that and so much more, baby. Y'all,
Yeah.
please go out there and follow at Freshie Official today, right now. Stream the music. Where can we find your music?
My music's all over the place. Freshie is what you can find me on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, all of that good stuff. There are two Freshies now. There's me with the blonde hair, and there's the guy with the green hair. If you see green hair, and that other type of music is not me. But yeah, my sultry vibe, you gonna tell is me with the with the blonde hair. But yeah, I'm
Y'all
everywhere.
stream Freshie on all music platforms with the blonde hair gang. Watch the film, and the film is called
That night, the short film.
That Night. Support the movement. Go to the platforms, support the movement, and remember that your piece is yours.
Period.
Your piece is yours. Guard it like you guard your e- edges on a humid day. Guard it like you guard your edges. Okay? Guard your piece like that.
So they lighters. Guard it like they guard they lighters.
With and that's a if you know you know. Guard it like you guard that lighter. So, okay, if you know you know. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for being in the passenger seat with me, your
Thank
hype
you.
girl, Alethea
Thank
Crimmins.
you.
Now, listen, I hope that you come back. I hope that this is not your last time.
I come back whenever you want me to.
And, okay. So, as you go out there and be great in their face, know that your peace is yours. Protect your
Yes.
peace at all costs. If they didn't give it to you, they can't take it away.
Period.
You go out there and continue being fabulous like I know you can be. Let your light shine like the sun. Be ultraviolet, honey. And as always, you have a good day on purpose here. Go.